English. Remaining part of the lesson, a heroine of the sea, on page number 47. C. Next morning at 6 o'clock, Grace was dressing. She looked out of her window and saw the storm was still blowing. Suddenly she stopped. Wasn't there something on the distant rocks? Calling her father, she looked again. Yes, there were certainly people clinging on the rocks, but they were up under the sea. We must rescue them before they are drowned, cried Grace. We must do something. Will you ever sleep again, father, if they die? William Darling was a brave old man, but he shook his head. It is hopeless, he said. We can do nothing. How can I row a boat by myself through these waves? If only I had another man here to help me. I can help you, father, cried Grace. I can row a boat as well as any man, can't I? I'm small, but I'm strong. You and I have often rowed together. We can reach those unfortunate people. Miss Darling was with her husband and daughter at the window. No, no, she exclaimed. How will it help those people if you are drowned? You cannot row in this storm. Do not try. A girl like you, Grace, cannot do a man's job. Let us pray for them, husband. God will help them perhaps, but we cannot. Grace was determined. However, she urged until at least her father agreed. For Miss Darling, with a heavy heart, helped them to get the boat out. She watched and prayed as they settled. Anyone who has seen a storm at the sea can imagine that journey. The boat went up and down over waves as high as hills. Sometimes it stood on end, sometimes on the another end. It went up to the top of a wave, and then down into a great valley between the waves. Every time they went down, the boat nearly went under the water. So, next morning at 6 o'clock, Grace was dressing in her room, and at that time she looked of her window and saw the storm was still blowing there. So suddenly she stopped and she think about it. She calling her father. She looked again, and then there is the people who were on the rocks, but they were in half under the sea there. So that she think that we must try them, we must rescue them, and so she cried, we must do something. Will you ever sleep again, father, if they die? He asked her. She asked her father. And at that time, William Darling was a brave old man, and he shook his head. And it is hopeless, it is not useful, he said. But we can't do nothing at this situation. So, if only I had another man here to help me, I can help them. I can help you, father, cried Grace. And I can row a boat as well as any man, can't I? This is the question text sentence. I am small, but I am strong, she said. And so you and I, have often rowed together, and we can reach those unfortunate people there. So, Miss Darling was with her husband and daughter at the window. She said that, she exclaimed, no, no, because the situation is not good. And how will it help those poor people if you are drowned? So, don't try. Grace, a girl like you, Grace, don't. You can't do a man's job. Let us pray for them, husband. So God will help them in dangerous situation, perhaps, but we cannot do. Now Grace was determined, and she urged until at least her father agreed. And so for she agreed until at least her father agreed. Poor Miss Darling, with a heavy heart, helped them to get out the boat, and she watched and prayed as they set up or began to journey. Now there is the big waves on the sea, and at that time the boat went up and down over the waves as high as hills. Sometimes it stood one end, then another end, and it went up to the top of the wave and then down into the great valley between the waves. And so this was very dangerous situation. Every time they went down and up, uh, the boat nearly went under the water. So this is the explanation of the passage.